Hi, I am Michelle. I am a school-based speech and language pathologist and a co-founder of easyReportPRO.com. So today, for today's live, we are going to talk about templates. So first, we're going to talk about some of the challenges that we often have with traditional text-based templates. And then I'm going to show you the Easy Report Pro platform and show you how we kind of address those challenges by using and developing smart templates. So hopefully by the end, you'll kind of understand why we needed to develop a platform like this in the first place, because using traditional templates takes a ton of time and they often are inefficient. So first I want to talk about text-based templates. We all have them. We all use them. I don't know if we love them, but typically they are templates that we have curated over the years. They could be things that we received in graduate school, and then with our experience and expertise, we just really refined our templates to have them really reflect our awesome expertise. But here's how we typically use them. They might be saved in different locations. So sometimes they could be saved in a Google Doc. Sometimes they could be saved in a Word file. They could be saved in all sorts of different places. So first we need to find where our templates are. Then we need to copy and paste the sections we need, find and replace names, preferred genders, scores, make sure those scores match the narrative write-ups, add in, of course, our expert observations and details, and fingers crossed, no mistakes were made. Common mistakes are we have an inaccurate name or an inaccurate pronoun, or when scores don't match the write-up. This can be really embarrassing, but it could also erode the trust that our teams have in us. When we are presenting a report with an error in it, now teams, families, advocates, lawyers, administrators, our supervisors might wonder, what else did they miss? So it's really important that we don't do that. Don't do that. Don't have that. So I'm going to share my screen and I'm going to show you how Easy Report Pro, how we handle templates, how we kind of section or break templates up into different key components that we commonly use in reports. So let me share my screen. Awesome. Okay, so first things first, here we are on the Easy Report Pro public site. And all right. I just want to point a few things out for people. So if you want to just check out what we have, of course, just scroll through the website. We love that. We have a free trial. And as I mentioned last week, we're also opening it up to special educators and behavioral and mental health experts. So these are like school psychologists. So if you know anyone who fits these categories, please help share the word. They will get an extended free trial when they sign up for either behavioral or mental health or special education. I am going to log in, and so I'm going to log in using this. And right here on our main dashboard, there's, I kind of went over this last week, but two big areas that I really want to make sure that I always kind of point out is on every single page, there's going to be a yellow question mark. If you click that, you will get a general video about that page, and then always the ability to send us feedback. So that's present on every single page. And also on our home page, we have these onboarding learning modules. And the one I'm really going to talk about right now is this first one. It's about templates. So I already talked about the common challenges that we often have with text-based templates. So let me show you now how we, as Easy Report Pro, handle templates. So I'm going to go over here to this top toolbar, and I'm going to click Templates. And you'll see right here, super quick, that we kind of section or categorize templates as scored assessments. And let me just click the Easy Report Pro library. And if I scroll through, you'll see these are all the scored assessments that we have for the speech and language domain. Anytime you see a template with a little person here, that means we had a specialist help us develop that template. So that's kind of cool. But anyway, we have scored assessments, we have checklists. These are checklists that can be used for descriptive information. And anything you check off can either be in bullet point list. They can kind of, the sentences or the statements can be combined together to create a narrative write-up, which is neat. We have paragraphs. These are kind of like standalone templates that we use or sections of our report that we have. These are things like a signature line or demographics, things like that. We have tables, charts, goals and recommendations, and user codes, which I'll get into later. Okay, but just for the sake of this live demo, I'm going to go to scored assessments and I'm just going to click on my favorites. Any assessment or really any resource that where you click that star, that will automatically get grouped into your favorites list. So I'm just going to show us the SELF-5 because we use that all the time. That's a really common assessment that we use. As soon as I click this, you should see, I'm going to just scroll down, you should see all the indexes and subtests that are part of the SELF-5. Now, right from the very beginning, this is the general description of the SELF-5. And I'm just going to kind of highlight some of these auto-populate codes that are in every single resource on our platform. These auto-populate codes ensure that names are always accurate, preferred genders are always accurate. Now, the next thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to expand all subtests. And what you're going to see, and I'll just show you the indexes right here. You'll see the index score. You'll see, again, here are these auto-populate codes in the index. This is a general description of this index. Again, every single thing can be customized in easyReportPRO. Then we also have the results. So for the results, if you enter in, when you're using the SELF-5 in a report, and you enter in a score that is between 1 and 77, that is considered low, automatically, when you put in that score, automatically this verbiage will filter and go right into your report. So you don't have to like switch this around, it will just automatically get put into your report. Same holds true if you put a score in between 78 and 80. This is the text that automatically gets put in, no copying, pasting, or anything like that. And we can keep going down. So this is how we use the automation when we enter in a score, and so we can instantly have the verbiage that goes with that score. So again, we're not worried about, did the score I put in the table, does that match the write-up that I have in my narrative? And again, I'm going to quickly scroll through, but I encourage anyone who wants to try out easyReportPRO, scroll through. Again, all you need to do is click on the title of the assessment, and it will bring you to that page where you can look to see what we have as our template. What's really important is that you can copy these templates and customize them. You can customize them so they match your own unique, brilliant expertise and the way that you like to explain things, so your templates truly reflect yourself. Except you also have the power of automation. So that's it for this week's live chat. Next week, I will talk a little bit more about templates. I'll go into some more details on templates. And I thank you so much for joining me. I hope this was helpful. As always, we love feedback and suggestions. And I think that's it. Everyone, enjoy your day. I'll see you next week. Bye.